Hello everyone, this is Ep29 and welcome to episode 29 of Ep29's Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles Let's Play series. Today, I would like to organize my power system, right? So we've got a lot of good stuff going on, but we could be doing better, specifically around power. So real quick, I decided it wouldn't be too difficult to get a little bit more solar panel going on. Solar is surprisingly not terrible in this pack. So I just need some photovoltaic cells. Right, so what I should be able to make are some mirrors, and that should be 30, if I mathed this out correctly, and that should be 30. And now I've got 6x of everything I need to make solar panels, right? So I had 6 solar panel Mark IIs, so I decided let's bump them all up. Oh, what am I missing? What did I math out wrong? What did I do wrong? Did I do microchips wrong? Oh, I did microchips wrong. Oh, I did do them wrong. Oh, I did 8 of those. Oh, yeah, okay. I need more advanced control so I get some more microchips. Close, though. Close. I need 4 more of this, and then I need 4 more microchip tier 1s, which is going to need some transistors, which might need some redstone, iron, and gold. And circuit plates, and that should be pretty darn close to what I need. So hold on a sec, nobody panic. We got this, bro. Actually, you know what? I think we're pretty good. Just need some electrotine and red alloy. And we should actually be cool with this. Boom. That's enough. And now we're cool? Yeah, we are. Beautiful. All right, cool. Never mind about a lot of the other junk that I said I needed. We are good. Nice. So there's 6 solar panel Mark IIIs, which are 32 RF a tick compared to the 8 RF a tick that we generated. So literally, 4 times better. How great is that? And I think they form a giant multi-block, but I'm not sure. 32 RF a tick. I wish I could actually validate how much is going into there, but I don't think this gives me any indication of how much RF a tick is coming in. It's like the one thing that Mechanism's energy cubes don't do well is tell you how much RF a tick is coming in at a time. But hey, pretty big net gain, considering that we have a lot of other stuff going on at the moment. So I'll take it. I've just been really choking on power the last few minutes and decided to craft up the things that I needed to make power better. For the time being. With that in mind, I would also like to get this house in order, right? This would be nice to have organized. So to get that going, can I get a retrieval node by chance? How impossible would that be? An Eye of Ender? It doesn't look too bad. Not too bad, right? How are we on Ender Pearls? Probably not great on Ender Pearls. Yeah, not as great as I would like to be on Ender Pearls. So I think a servo would probably still be better. We're going to need some iron plates. Maybe 10 of them. Get that cooking real quick. So that, and red alloy ingots, which we always need more of. We always need more red alloy ingots. That's something that I'm quickly learning. Red alloy ingots, pretty important, right? Is there a better way to make these dudes? 1 in 5. 1 in 5. Not really. It's kind of the best way. Unless you want to sawmill up a solar panel, but I don't think that's what you want to do. Probably not the best way to make them. So yeah, 1 in 5 is still your best bet for this. Meh. Meh. How are we on tanks? We've got a wood tank. I wouldn't mind a stone tank. Can I make stone tanks with this stone? I hope so. I can, yay! Hey, guess who cleaned up his basement, by the way? Look how nice it looks, huh? Look at that. Whew, Dyer did a good job, I think. Pretty proud of my basement. Not gonna lie. A little proud of it. A little bit proud. Alright, I need 2 of you. 1. Really, more red alloy ingots? Always with the red alloy ingots. Never enough red alloy ingots. Right? And then a couple of servos, and we should be cool. Nice. Okay, and fluid ducts? I think we've got some fluid ducts. Yeah, we have a few. You're not too bad to make. Yeah, you're easy, frankly. We'll do that. Hey, yeah, good job. You don't even need servos. Nice, even better. So I'm going to let, like, all the canola that's in there kind of do its thing, right? We'll let it compress down into refined canola. And then I want to start focusing on that as one of the ways we're going to generate power in this pack, at least for now. Because remember, that refined canola, really a good source of power. All we really need is a lot of canola, which I don't even know if I have in my farm over here. I think I removed canola from the farm, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why we augmented with... we've been doing a lot of inferium, because we need a lot of that, remember? But I might have a second farm set up, or we'll do something that'll make sense, right, for canola production. We could create a greenhouse. Like, how hard is greenhouse glass? A little bit tough. Emeralds and triberium and runes of air and hardened glass. Not ideal. Not ideal. Wonder if that rune of air gets used up for each greenhouse glass. I mean, greenhouse glass ain't that good. It ain't that good, right? Like, there's the sprinkler from open blocks, and that's not terrible. Like, that's totally makeable right now. Yeah, that would be one approach, right? Yeah. And then we could always do, like, the rituals from Astral, right? Like, there's blood magic rituals. Like, there's a lot of things we can do to make crops grow faster if we need to get to that point. You know what I mean? Like, there's the ritual of growth, right? The Green Grove ritual. Yeah, that's it. Ritual of the Green Grove. Remember that guy? Been a while. Been a little while since we played with that stuff. But yeah, nope, 100% a thing. So let's get out you, Buster. And I'm pretty sure we detected that, yeah, those decide that they retain their inventory. Cool. All right, so what I'm thinking I'd like to do is, like, relocate a majority of this. So how are we for leadstone flux ducts? Not as great as I would have hoped. We have a little bit, but not a ton. So I just need red alloy plates, lead plates. How are we for red alloy? We have 3. And we might have a few more smelted up over here. That'll let me have 1 more, right? That would be nice. And I've been putting my tiny piles of redstone away now because I've got my redstone in a drawer, which automatically compacts, right? So, no sense not doing that, I guess. Cool. Alright, so let's get you and half as many of you, and that would be enough for that. And then our glass. And then what did we need for more leadstone flux ducts? And just to be clear, flux ducts hardened is just the same thing with Invar. So there's no upgrading recipe, right? Okay. And mechanisms universal cables? That's 1,000. That seems cheaper, doesn't it? Steel plates and red alloy ingots? Doesn't that seem cheaper? Just needs a little bit of silicone. I'm just saying that seems cheaper, right? Doesn't that seem cheaper? That gets me 7 of those. Instead of these, which do 1,000 RF a tick, these do a little bit more RF a tick. And then you need alumite plates, which shouldn't be too bad. And you upgrade, right? We might want to do universal cables, because remember, they can convert between RF and EU. Not that we have a lot of EU machines just yet, but, like, it's still a thing that exists, right? We were looking a little bit at potentially doing some other stuff, right? The only problem is you need steel, right? So that shouldn't be too bad. Should we think about using some universal cable here? It doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. The only problem is I only turned you into plates. Can I unplate you at some point? I would think that I could melt you down, but no. No, I cannot unplate you. Oh, I can. Induction smelter with sand. We would just need a little bit of sand, then we should be cool. Alright, that should be enough sand. Slash home. Can't go wrong. Loving the slash home. Love any pack that has it. Just saves me the trouble of having to wander back to my base. It's not a huge deal, right? So I'll just induction smelt you guys back to normal ingots, and that should be good. Alright, so let's make the universal cabling. Hey, I got some iron and some copper while I was down there mining, which is always great. And then we need probably 16 of you. Let's start with 8, and we'll go from there. That sound good? I think that sounds like a plan. Of course, don't forget you need to sleep if you want your solar panels to actually help. Though I think we're getting like a sufficient amount of power generation that we might be okay. You know, not terrible, at least. Cool. So you guys do that. You give me one of these. Now I think what I need is a bunch of this. We're going to need more of those, to be fair. But that'll have to do for now. Cool. I think this is the first time I'm using a razor. A razor is part of this craft. So, steel plates are good. Seems pretty good to me. Oh, we need better cutters. I am very much loving how nice this is. Cool. All right, good deal. Right. Nice and clear. Good and good. Actually, give me you back. I was thinking about messing with you a little bit, but we'll see. Wow, look how many cutters we have. Should combine these. Even though that's a waste of a combination, but whatever. I'm not that worried. I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. All that stuff taken care of. And you guys stay in here, because that's where I look for you at. Nice. Alright, so we've got 28 universal cables. Not too shabby. We could do a little bit more. Actually, yeah, I think I'll get the remaining 8. How's that sound? Be right back. Alright, last of the stuff. Nice. Alright, cool. 56 universal cables? Sounds good to me. Alright, so let's pick up some of this stuff and figure out how we're going to run it. Because I still want to stick with some of the leadstone flux ducts that we have. But I'm thinking, in fact, do they even connect? They kind of do. Yeah, look at that. They look like they connect. They kind of look like they connect. So that might be okay even if we stick with that. But what I'm thinking I want to do is pick you up and move you downstairs and just rearrange how a majority of this stuff works, right? So you guys have to come down. But we also want to be super sensitive to this. Because I don't want them to connect if I can avoid it. I always want the power going into the cell and then out of the cell to the machines, right? So I'm thinking the cell might be downstairs and you guys might all get replaced with universal. Oh, and hopefully you're okay connecting to a universal. But I guess we'll find out if you're not. Right? I guess we'll find out if you're not. Okay. So let's get you. Where's my shovel? I had one out. Right into here, right? Okay, so that, I suspect, is where I'm going to want my generator. Well, this could be where my cube goes, right? Now, there's a couple options we can go with in terms of how power gets to him and where the flow of things goes, right? So we could run it behind, right? And I would like your sidedness to be back as output. Good. And that looks like it's cool. Yeah, so I don't actually want you guys connecting if I can. Can I do that? Oh, that's awesome that that works. That is awesome that that works that way. That is really good, actually. Because I kind of would like to hide the wiring as much as I can. So I'd like to be able to, you know, cover up this wall. Now this is chiseled stone, right? So I'd like to be able to cover this back up when I'm done. Right, like that would be nice, if possible. And we even have a little bit of you. Hooray! Nice. All right, then I just have to figure out how to get this solar going on, such that you know, it's working down there. Now there's a couple options. What we could do is just move you guys down there. And I want to play around with this whole they kind of act like a multi-block thing, because I'm not sure if that's true or not. Now, and then what I could do is cover the roof with glass, right? So let's clear out this spacing here. So let's make sure bottom is input, right? And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So are you guys storing energy? You don't look like you are. So they do look like they're in some way, shape, or form storing it, right? And you're generating RF. So I think you're cool, right? Because this is actually sunlight, right? The way the lighting works. So I think it's fine to do this. And then we can just put glass up there to prevent any mobs from falling down here, or dyers. Mobs or direwolves might fall down there. We don't want that, right? In fact, maybe I'll even do chiseled glass. So we're going to want 9 of them, right? Let's do gray bordered. I remember that being a nice connected texture guy, right? Yeah, dyer, please. Cool. And then we can grab some dirt, and we should be cool. And I'll just pretty it up a little bit. Yeah, look, they're at 100%, right? 100%, 32 RF a tick. Nice. That's awesome. That looks like it's working perfectly. All right, I'll take that. So now what we want to have is oil generation, right? All right, so I'm trying to remember how I've done this in the past, and I'm kind of just winging it. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper gears, and maybe 3 basic coils. That sounds cool. I'm down with that. And then we're going to need a dropper. And you guys need what? Some buckets. Yeah, it should be cool. I think I've got extra buckets in here, right? I have a lot of buckets of lava is what I have. See what happens. All right, so I need a dropper. Cool. I need a fluid collector to collect the fluid. And we need a fluid placer. And that should be interesting. And we'll see what we can come up with, right? So let's say that right here is where we want our fluid to go, right? So you're outputting power out the back, right? So we're going to want, as follows. We're going to want a fluid placer here. Fluid placer here, okay? And you're going to be mode deactivation. That's fine. And then fluid collector here. We're just going to try this out this way, and we'll see what happens. And then we're going to want a redstone torch so we can mess with these redstone doohickeys. Redstone torch, please. And what I would also like is some red alloy wire, if I can, and maybe even some framed. We'll find out if we need it. And we might even go so far as needing other kinds of wiring, but we'll play around and see what we come up with, right? And then we're going to want the sensor, or the scanner here. And you're going to be looking for a specific type of fluid, okay? What you're looking for is going to be very specific, and I'll show you in a sec. Let's get some crystallized canola seeds. Cool. Okay. So, you're only going to work not deactivation mode, right? Actually, yeah, I want you in deactivation mode. So when you're seeing a redstone signal, you're going to deactivate, right? So we're probably going to want some kind of NOT gate. Do we have gates in here? Not those kind of gates. Yeah, those kind of gates. Sweet. Hey, a NOT gate. Awesome. So you exist, huh? Remember these guys? Yeah, that's what's up. So we're totally going to want some NOT gates. Been a while, right? Been a while. Get a couple NOT gates, right? So first off, you're going to emit a redstone signal when you have that correct thing, right? So what we're going to want is a NOT gate going right into here. Ah, wrong thing. Yes. Okay, cool. Can't I... Isn't there a screwdriver? I think there's a screwdriver. Right. So let's get our scanner. Isn't there a screwdriver from Project Red? Why, yes. Yes, there is. Man, this brings back memories. Oh, you just rotate, huh? I can't... Oh, I can disable you. Nice. That's what I want. That's the kind of not gate that I want. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So you're emitting a signal because you're on the wrong type of fluid, but we'll get that fixed in a minute. What I'd like to have is let's pop you down there. We'll get our bucket. Oop. Oop. Sweet. Now, why are you not collecting, by the way? Because you should be now. And we're going to set to current block. Oh, hello. Nice. Crystallized oil. Sweet. Okay. So then as soon as we drop this in there, he sucks it up. Cool? Cool. All right. So that's step one. Now you need to fluid place this stuff at all times. So I want to make sure that you're not going to, like, waste anything. Cool. I'm going to disconnect you for a second. So I want to make sure that you don't overwrite that fluid. Good. So he won't place a fluid unless there's a spot to place him, right? So when we connect this back up, he should pick it up and immediately place another one. Beautiful. It's exactly what I want to see. All right. Now we want a dropper. And the dropper should also run on disabled mode. Now I'm trying to remember how fast he drops is the problem, right? That's really the issue that I have, is how fast does this dropper drop? I want to say he's pretty quick, right? So he might be a little too fast, but I don't think there's another kind of dropper that's going to do any better than this one. So you'd think I want pulse, but the problem with pulse is if we run out of seeds, then it breaks the whole system, because it's going to pulse once and then it's, you know, that's it, right? So if it pulses once, there's no seeds in there, then the whole system is stuck and it's a bummer, right? So we want deactivation mode for sure, right? Let's try it, right? So you... What if we just put red alloy wire here? Like that, right? What I'd really like is to scan for canola oil and only have it drop when there's canola oil there. That's what I realistically want. So we're going to want another scanner. We're going to want another scanner for canola. And hopefully scanners can face upwards, because I'm going to change this up. Good, they can. Beautiful. Now remember, scanners, I'm pretty sure... Oops, I didn't want to break that, but that's okay. We're going to change this up a little bit. Cool. So we're going to put you back, fluid collector. We're going to put you are currently in deactivation mode. That's fine, right? So you're going to run red alloy wire. You may need to be here. We'll find out. Yes, you do need to be there. Cool. And then we can have the NOT gate here and the screwdriver like that. Cool. And then you're going to need to scan for that crystallized canola again, right? And then, so you're going to do the crystallized canola scan. You're going to scan for normal canola. So let's make sure that you're disconnected for a moment. So you're deactivated, right? we're going to want our bucket of canola here. And so you're refined canola oil. So what will happen is you'll emit a redstone signal when there is refined canola air there, right? So we want to knot this as well. Right? Could I do this? Maybe that. Think that works? Let's find out. Right? So when there's... So if I put this in here, the trick is, will this work? It kind of did. Yes. And it only put one there? Yeah, I like that. Right? And then you need to be set to current block, which is crystallized canola. How nice is this, huh? Compact or what? Not too shabby. Right? So that when we put this here, he sucks it up. Cool? I like it. Right? Isn't that awesome? So here's the deal, right? You've got 26 crystallized canola seeds in you. How are you for buckets of refined canola? Not great, but we're going to get to that piece next. Right? That's going to happen a little bit over here somewhere. Somewhere. We'll figure it out. Right? I should have really reversed these, but it's all good. We'll put it somewhere in such a way that makes sense. Okay, so realistically what we want to do now is run fluid ducts, which I was crafting more of, by the way. Right, fluid ducts needs a hammer and a gem cutter. Hammer and a gem cutter. And some silicone. Ugh. Killing me. This should be quick, like instant quick. Cool, perfect. Okay, so you're gonna run from here. And then realistically what we want is the 2 fermenting barrels and this thing, right? So this is where it's gonna get a little dire wiry. Or maybe we put it here. Yeah, let's do that. I think this was kind of my original plan anyway, right? So what we could have is here. Yeah, I like that. Here. Here. Nice and compact. Into there, right? So now we just straight up put canola in that thing. Right? And watch what happens, right? And we're going to purposely allow a little bit of a spill here, but you'll see it in a minute. Right? So we put canola in. He gets power from this universal cable, which is the one going up to power all the other machines, right? Automatically outputs the adjacent fermenters, right? The fermenters pour their refined canola directly into here. Okay? And then as soon as we get a bucket of refined canola, what it should do is place it in the world. This guy will sense that there's... This guy will sense that there's refined canola there and allow one seed to drop, and only one, hopefully, which will then disable the sensor because it's no longer regular canola. It's refined canola, which will activate this sensor to tell this guy to pick it up. Cool? See? Ta-da! Ta-da! It works! And it only dropped one seed. That was the key, right? We want to make sure that it happens fast enough that we're only dropping one seed. How's that? That's pretty compact, dudes. That's super compact, right? Like, not gonna lie, a little bit proud. Beautiful, right? How great is that? Now, when this thing fills up, we're going to check the back stuffing. But what should happen is he should place his canola. He should drop his seed. It'll turn to refined canola. He won't be able to pick it up, so it'll just stay there forever until he has a spot. Then he'll pick it up, and the system will resume. So this should be relatively foolproof, I'm hoping, because we did everything with disabling, right? We did it all with disabling and super compact, right? How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, so here comes the 8th one. So the next one will be back stuffing. And I just went and snagged the last of the canola from my farm because it's not actually growing, but we had a few in there. All right, so you're at, okay, yeah. Look, he just did it, and he placed it, and now it's just gonna chill, right? Everything's just gonna wait until we pick that up, and once we do, everything's gonna go and run again. How great is that, huh? And I can even cover that up, and we should be cool. But I want to leave it open so I can kind of see. You know what I can put there? Do you know what I could put there? Glass! Do I not have any glass on me? I should have glass on me. Oh, that's right. I think I used it all. Sand? Yeah, we have a little bit. We'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do gray bordered glass. And that should be cool. You can go away, because you're nonsense. And that's pretty good, right? And then we can kind of see what's going on in there, right? So if I decide, hey, I need a bucket of this fuel, right? Watch what happens, right? We've got a bucket in there. Boom. How cool is that, right? Ta-da! And it'll just chill. All right, I think that's a good wrapping up point for the episode. So next episode, we'll come back and put this to work. And we'll also expand our farm so we get more canola. For now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. For now, take it easy.